examining the evidence supporting existence of God. The age-old question of the existence of God has perennially divided humanity into two distinct camps, believers and non-believers. This schism has given rise to an endless debate, with each side staunchly defending its position. Believers assert that God exists, while non-believers adamantly reject the notion. This dichotomy has shaped diverse definitions of God, reflecting the myriad perspectives arising from individual ideas and beliefs. For believers, the concept of God is often intertwined with the dogma of organized religions. Each faith presents a unique portrayal of the divine. The diversity in these depictions reflects the rich tapestry of human definitions but also underscores the inherent subjectivity in how God is perceived. On the other side of the spectrum, non-believers, historically championed by communist leaders, argue that religion functions as a manipulative tool used by rulers and priests to subjugate people. They contend that in the name of God, people are deprived of necessities such as food, clothing, and security. However, believers and non-believers may overlook a nuanced understanding of the divine. The point is that both are wrong. Believers claim that God exists, but have they explored and found? Non-believers assert there is no God, yet have they genuinely explored to determine this, and how do they define what God is or isn't? The Vedantic perspective raises crucial questions about the conventional understanding of God's role in the world. When calamities strike or crimes occur, the common question arises, where is God? Vedanta posits that God is not an intervening force preventing atrocities or natural disasters. Instead, God is conceived as an existential truth, distinct from the human interpretations prevalent in various religions. In Vedantic philosophy, there's no concept of a controlling God who created the world and manages life, weather, rains, floods, and earthquakes. Vedanta defines God precisely with four words: Satya, Chaitanya, Ananda, and Vyapak, an existence that is truth, blissful, conscious, and omniscient. In this view, God is not a being nor a human-like figure manipulating the world. God is existence. Omniscience entails being pervasive across time, space, and objects, which implies that without the layers of the body, mind, and intellect, you, too, are God. In the Vedantic worldview, God is not confined to a specific gender or form. The Upanishads refer to it as that Brahman, existence, truth, bliss. This understanding challenges the conventional tendency to assign a gender, form, and address to the divine, emphasizing the boundless nature of existence. Therefore, it's crucial to recognize that if there is God, it resides within me. Conversely, if the concept of me is non-existent, then unquestionably, God doesn't exist either. The evidence supporting the existence of God lies within you. You are the proof. What else could it be? In this regard, the Upanishads prove immensely beneficial. It's essential to note that the wisdom of the Upanishads is not exclusive to Hindus but is universally applicable. Upanishadic knowledge, known as Brahman Vidya, where Brahman signifies the absolute truth and Vidya represents knowledge, is accessible to everyone. Therefore, it is imperative to contemplate these concepts further, exploring the methods and means to realize who am I. Thank you for listening to our article. We hope it was meaningful to you. Please subscribe for more meaningful videos.